They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense takes the field. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically. He is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. Those guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's McCown. Snags it over the middle. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the Roadrunners will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now improvising. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for it all. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because He's a superstar, so let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Off the play fake on first down. Let's it fly. It's caught. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Craver. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's got 42 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work. Move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Using his legs, it's Henry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Zeno. Got it behind the line. It's Bussy. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. A strike downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move to keep running. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Dropping back, it's Reed. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got it! Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end zone. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's McCown. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Quick step and go. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. That's good for Texas. Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Going up top again. Gets it out quickly. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Takes the handoff. It's Henry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To throw, it's McCown. A little release to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. And the Roadrunners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down. Makes the big mistake.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Looking to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's McCown. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you're...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Moss. Finding an escape route. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Clark. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this offense, man, here in the second half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like, first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the counter, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggie! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anymore.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Pulls it in. It's Henry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's McCown. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
The run from the shotgun. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him, a sack. Try to convert on fourth down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 50.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Power ahead. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out at the end. Not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Gonna run it. It's Henry. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to pass, it's McCown.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The quarterback showed a lot of elusive capabilities there, but just too many defenders getting after it.
Man, that dude's tougher than a $2 steak. Just shrugging people off, showing how tough he is, but you got to block somebody. There was too many people that just kept coming and kept coming to get him on the ground.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, it's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And this quarterback has had a less than stellar game. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense. As corners made plays, really the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
What a complete and dominant performance from this defense. I'm sure Von Miller's watching proudly.
And Myles Garrett, I mean, just the names that A&M has had on that defense, and it's usually consistent year after year, finding a bunch of guys that are big and strong up front, linebackers that can tackle. They know how to recruit defense at A&M. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the Roadrunners pick up the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll take it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
To the air, it's McCown. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Rides to back and leaves it.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but The defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. On the option. Knocked off his feet.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for big success on 3rd down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Quickly complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but...
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off a defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Number 38 in punt formation to kick it away.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for.